Привет всем, Bear here. We're going to have a look at this review. First part of the review is this Bronco kit. Second part is all these extras that came in the pre-order I got from Armour Hobbies. Push all them one side. Let's talk about the kit. Open up the box. Looking at the Bronco, new kit, 1/48 scale, Mig-15 Bis, known as the Fagot. I don't even know if you're allowed to say that anymore, to be honest, but that was the way NATO called it back in the day. Yeah, okay, box is a box. Okay, let's have a look what's inside. Okay, one sprue like that. Instructions, colours, another bag, another bag, another bag, and some decals. That's all there is. Let's open up the bags and look through the instructions. Okay, we'll start off with the look through the instruction booklet. Really small one. It's a simple kit, as you're going to see. Some technical stuff here. I'll put something in the description so you guys can read about it. But I mean, MiG-15 is quite a legendary aircraft. Color callouts here are Hobby Color, Mr. Hobby. I think that's aqueous. Yeah, that's Mr. Hobby aqueous. Humbrol and good old Tamiya. Okay. And here's the sprue layout. Yeah, as we saw, there's only 4 sprues. Nice and simple. Yeah, typical sort of build up, cockpit being built up. Looks as if it goes onto the lower part of the fuselage there. We'll check out how that looks. Bit of engine detail there. There's the front air intake. There's like a landing light on there. I want to see if that's detailed. It's only put in some, only 5 grams of ballast for the nose weight. So that's minimal. Oh, there you go. There's a clear part for the actual the landing light. Aerial goes on there. Fuselage together by the very first page. And then you're adding on rear empennage, canopy goes on, some canopy detailing, wings get built up with a wing fence going on. Looks as if you've got the inner portion there. It looks like you've got a depiction of the flaps with some lightning holes on it. Tells you as well to open up holes if you want to put in the drop tanks. Wings go on by step 7, and then you've got an option if you want to do the undercarriage up or down. And then by stage 10, this is obviously the other option to show the landing gear out, so like on the ground. And then we've got the final parts are adding on the fuel external tanks, or, so actually, sorry, let's correct that. You've got an option between slipper tanks, which are sort of like integral to the fuselage, to the wings, or you can add in drop tanks. So check out your references on basically whatever aircraft you're building. Color callouts, here's one of them. It's at the Chinese Aviation Museum. All these are Korean War vintage jets in this one. The actual boxing just is Korean War, so that's Korean War version, but I just want to show you the color call out now. There's quite a few options that are included. The first one's this one. It says Soviet Air Force in China. So this is when the Soviets were assisting the North Koreans. So you've got that version there, which is the metal painted fuselage. They aren't natural metal. They were painted with like a silver paint. Second option looks very similar. A Soviet pilot operating in North Korean markings, and we'll come on to that when we look at the extras. Third option is a camo version. Again, another Soviet pilot operating MiG-15. Final option is another camo version. Okay, let's have a look at the parts now. Okay, let's have a look at the first sprue. I'll bring you in closer as well to show you stuff. First thing to note are these 2 sort of options for the lower forward fuselage with the differing cannon arrangements. There, need to check your references. find out which version is for which. Here is the sidewall detail. I'm going to show you that in detail in a second. Note the nose wheel here, one piece. So you basically got the wheel combined with the fork. I think that could have been better. Let's just put it that way. And then we've got these drop tanks here. I'm going to show you close up now. There we go. There's the nose wheel. Notice that very odd mark. I don't know whether there's that circle around there, but yeah, disappointing that we're sort of seeing this in a kit. I think that could have been better. This is, I believe, part of the pilot's seat. Sidewall detail in the cockpit is okay, isn't it? And here are these cannons. Notice they're not, I thought the guns would have been separate to allow them, but I mean you can still hollow them out, not massively detrimental. There is also the rear portion of the pilot's seat. Point to note as well, there's no photo etch whatever, so usually we think about Bronco being extremely complex models, but in this case no. Okay, overall look at the wings. Notice that they have actually got a wing fence already molded on. I've seen that before, you know, in photo etch. What I'm trying to work out here, this is a bit of an anomaly. This one's got both the wing fences molded on, and this one is separate. Don't know why. Anybody want to jump into the comment section and tell me? Fine. Notice the pitot tube is integral to the wing, so you know, there's a choice here. Basically remove it now cleanly and put it back on later, or just be extremely careful, or replace with aftermarket. Here's the undersurface, and let's have a look at these flaps under here. Let's bring it in closer now, have a look at the details of it. Okay, there we are. There's the underneath of the flaps. You can see the knockouts there. Well, up to you if you want to deal with them, or just simply show the flaps retracted. And here's the other section. Looks a bit thick, you know, the sort of detail here for what it's meant to represent. Here's the wheel wells. They've got some detail there. Not bad. Undercarriage doors. Look okay, there's no knockout marks there whatsoever. Nice and clean. Other part of the main landing gear, notice these two attachment points, so you've got a really nice firm connection onto the landing gear itself. And now the panel detail, which is really good, really sharp, really tight. There is a little bit of riveting. You see how they've done this? They've got a few panels with some rivets in, but overall it's not riveted. Maybe good, maybe bad, I don't know. I think the airframe's fairly cleanish. Share your opinion on that. Anyways, it looks really nice, tight moulding. Really, that's how panel lines should look. They should be they shouldn't be big, thick lines. Let's have a look at the other sprue now. Okay, here's the main fuselage sprue. I was going to say actually about the MiG-15. There's Trumpeter, I think they make 148th. Tamiya do. I think both those kits actually had engines and removable rear fuselage. This one's the most simple kit ever, really. I think there's only about 60 parts. And compare it, of course, to what we're building at the moment. The size is diminutive as well. These are really small. They're the size of like World War II fighters. Compare that to the 33 that we're building at the moment. So, you know, overall, quite a nice looking kit. Nice and simple. Let's bring it in closer, show you the panel detail. There we go, just have a look at one fuselage section. There is some extruded detail there. And again, you've got a mixture of like a little bit of riveting type detail, fine surface detail. The texture on this is smooth. I would call this a it's like a hard polystyrene, like it's been injected under pressure. So there's no flash, and the details are nice and crisp. Looks really good. That's part of the turbine there. Again, the tyres are pretty good. They have got these markings, but that dot on there, I need to research my references and see if that's meant to be on there or otherwise. Here's the rear rudder. And that is it. Let's just have a look at the clear parts very briefly. Here are the clear parts, and they are clear, yeah, of course. So, you know, I think they could be a bit smoother. It looks... Actually, no, these are great, aren't they? They've got nice, defined framing, which I find really important, basically, for painting purposes. There's a gun sight. There's that landing light, and there's the main upper canopy. So they've got like a frosted portion, which helps with painting, I suppose, and then the other part's clear. Overall, looks pretty damn good. Pretty nice kit, nice and simple. Okay, final thing to look at within the kit components are the water transfers, decals, decals, whatever you want to call them. Notice the instrument panel is a decal. I need to actually have a look. Let's go and have a look just one more time at the instrument panel, see if there's any detail on that. Hold on a second. Yeah, just to point out, the supplied instrument panel is entirely devoid of raised detail. So again, I think that's a bit disappointing when you saw the sidewall detail being captured, and so all the detail relies on the decal and the supplied kit parts. Okay, second decal sheet is basically various markings. They look thin, they look good, nice colour to them. I don't know what Bronco decals, if they're good or not, could be. Then the final one is these, the wing walkways are in decal. I suppose it's a convenience thing, if you want that, but I mean, I think you're going to paint them realistically. Okay, better just mention the price as well. I got this as a pre-order. The MiG-15 itself was just under 2,000 rubles. Stunning price, so that's equating to about maybe about $23, $24, 20 pounds, 22 euros, something like that. Also, it came with an extra as well. This version is Captain Kramarenko. Okay, we'll talk about him in a second. And then I got all these extras. Basically, I spent near, well, you know, maybe about 30% of the total sum on extras because it's fun. The first thing I got was I got two decal sheets. One of them was a bit superfluous. One of them was to put the MiG-15 into the Russian markings, the Soviet Red Star, but also included on that are some stencil details as well, which may come in, might be of use on the Korean version, but seeing that they're being Cyrillic Russian, I don't think they put that on the North Korean MiG-15s. And here's the marking sheet. Again, I've got the stencils, but this is with the North Korean numbers for the actual aircraft I want to depict. Here's the mast set. I think this is only cost about $2, so why not, you know? And it's made out of fret, this one. And I've used these before and they are really good, so that helps with things. Okay, here's some brass gun barrels to replace the ones that are included in the kit. Obviously I need to do some modification. Don't really need to get these out to show the detail on them, but again, these were only, you know, a few dollars, so why not add them in? Kind of fun. I've got a replacement seat from Seal model kit. Note as well, I didn't point this out on the kit. On the kit, There's no photo etch whatsoever, and also there's no harnesses. So this is a suitable replacement. Of course, you can just use the kit parts, make your own harnesses. But it's really simple, small upgrade. Looks quite nice, well detailed, and of course I've got the harnesses already moulded onto the resin, so it's good little upgrade. No, I think this is really a worthwhile upgrade, certainly. This is Tempmodel's resin. They're 3D designed and the resin printed, they probably recast them. And these are obviously main landing gear wheels with excellent detail, I mean, stunning. And then more so, I've got the front landing gear, so I've got the separate fork for it, and here is the front wheel as well, so I don't need to deal with the supplied kit part, which is everything moulded together, which was a little bit disappointing to see really in this kit. And this was part of the pre-order as well. Got a special discount on this from Quinta Studio. My first time actually purchasing these. These are proving to be very popular, the 3D decals. Let's open this up. If anybody can point me in any direction on how to use these, please do so in the comment section. But it's going to be quite a while until I build this, I think. Basically bogged down with Sukhoi 33 at the moment. It's just telling you what to do, which modifications you need to make to the kit part. And actually here we have, this is of course solves your problem if you want to use the kit parts. You've actually got the straps for the supplied seat included. Okay, let's have a look at the actual decals themselves. Okay, this first one, I don't think I'm going to open this one up, but this is the harness. Let's have a look at the instruments now. There we are. I'm really impressed. They look so good. Now I understand why these are so popular. The thing that sticks out for me, I didn't realise, was that the actual bezels have got the glass within them, so it just looks fantastic really. These are really impressive. I can see, obviously need to test how they go on, how they work, but my god, they look good. That is really going to, obviously again, this, because we've got the relief on this solves our problem, that flat instrument panel. I mean, let's just put them side by side with the decal just to show how much better these are. No comparison, is there, between that, which is okay. I think that look okay in a 172 scale kit, and I think they could have done a lot better, but I mean, look at that. Yeah, I'm pretty blown away, and fortunately I've got a few more of these sets coming in, so I'm really happy about that. Let's have a look at the final upgrade now. Okay, so the first one is a boarding ladder, which is you know, nothing remarkable, and actually that could have probably been scratch built, but it is really commendably thin resin, and is going to go perfectly with this guy, so I need to show you this. Okay, here he is, Sovietsky Goroi, Captain Kramarenko. This guy is like a legend basically. He had I think about 13 air-to-air victories in the Korean War, and was awarded the Order of the Red Banner and Hero of the Soviet Union. I'm just going to put up a little bio on him just now, so you can have a look at this sort of page to, if you're interested. But they've got a really good depiction of him here, especially his hairstyle. And of course, with the boarding ladder, I think he'll make a really nice addition to the MiG-15. Notice they've got like the old World War II style parachutes. So the guy basically sits on that within the cockpit. And this is only available in the pre-order, so I don't think you'll be able to get these separately. Maybe Armour Hobbies, maybe they'll market them, I'm not too sure. Has got a separate arm that's going to aid in basically how he's posed in boarding the aircraft. But I think that's really nice, and also I'll be able to show you, you know, how to paint him. So I hope you enjoyed the review of the MiG-15 and the extras. Leave your comments, see what you think, see what you like, see what you don't like. This is the Bear, and I'm out of here.